Can you really get an infant to use the potty? The answer is yes. Elimination communication. What is it? How do you do it? And does it actually work? In this video, I'm sharing all the details about my elimination communication journey with my 4-month-old baby. In case we haven't met, my name is Kalina. I am a full-time mom to a 3-year-old and also a 4-month-old. And in my channel, we're keeping things really informative and really encouraging. We're talking all things parenting, motherhood, mindset, holistic, non-toxic products, homeschooling. So if any of that is your vibe, go ahead and like and subscribe for new videos every week. I really never expected so much of my energy as a mom to be around pee and poop.
Poop!
Poop.
Monitoring it, analyzing how it's going, what's the size, what's the quantity, what's the color, where is it being distributed. But that's just the season that we're in right now. So what the heck is elimination communication? Basically, it's just making sounds that mimic the sounds that you make when you go to the bathroom with your little infant to encourage them to do the same. So if you want them to go pee, you make a hissing sound like this. And then if you want them to go poop, then you make little grunting sounds. It's also watching for their signs and sounds that they're making that tell you that they have to go. So slowly I've been picking up on some of those signals, whether it's that my daughter gets a little bit wiggly at a certain time, or maybe she just starts getting fussy. I'll just set her on the potty. I think the original idea just comes from the common sense observation that most animals don't like to soil themselves. It's not fun to sit in our own poop. I don't enjoy it. I know my dog doesn't like to do that. And the idea is the same for little tiny babies too. It's just another thing to learn and an opportunity to create for your little infant so that they can learn how to go to the bathroom without doing it in a diaper. The concept also really makes sense to me because I'm just a fan of anything that can be taught without having to change a serious habit later. Even though my toddler started using the potty pretty early at 17 or 18 months and did it pretty well, I think if we had started earlier with more exposure to a tiny potty, it wouldn't have felt like this big, huge life habit that he all of a sudden had to change. So that's why I just decided to try something different with my daughter, and so far I think it's actually going pretty well. So what this actually looks like in practice is when my daughter wakes up from her naps, she usually has a full tank. So I will sit her on this tiny little potty. It's called the Top Hat Potty, and I will link this below in the description. I'll lean her back against me, so most of her weight is on me, and I'll lift up her legs to be in a squatted position and just make those noises until she's inspired to do the same and get whatever comes out into her potty. Yes, it does feel a little bit ridiculous and definitely looks silly and is surprising whenever someone who's never heard of this or seen this comes over to the house and sees my 4-month-old daughter going poop on the potty in front of them, but it's really working well for us. I would say I'm probably catching about 50% right now, which is pretty freaking good considering she's only 4 months old. I think once she starts sitting up on her own, I will graduate her to the slightly bigger potty and then eventually, go through full potty training and move away from diapers, which I think will be a lot easier this time because she's been doing elimination communication. We've been using a tiny potty since 2 weeks after she was born. And as a mom to 2 with a little toddler always running around doing insane things, I just like the idea that I'm setting my daughter up for maybe an easier time later on, which means also an easier time for me. So if early potty training is something that interests you, then I would definitely suggest looking into elimination communication and seeing if it's something that your child resonates with. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.